Assalamualaikum and good morning. We are from group WF2 Waterfall 2. Today we're going to present about Misnet trap for wildlife monitoring.
For the objective, the first one is to compare invasive and non-invasive wildlife survey methods. Secondly, to explain misnetting procedures and technique. Thirdly, is to evaluate the advantages and limitations of misnetting. And lastly, to discuss ethical, safety, and field protocols in misnetting surveys.
Okay, next for the methodology. The study was conducted over 5 days from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. using a shift rotation system to ensure continuous monitoring throughout the sampling period. Sampling was carried out at a waterfall area near Odek as the site provides high humidity, dense vegetation and a reliable water resource, creating a suitable habitat for both birds and bats. Misnet were strategically placed along nature flight path, including trails, stream edge, and gaps in the vegetation. The net were installed using pole, rope, and peg, with the tension carefully adjusted to improve capture efficiency while keeping the nets as inconspicuous as possible. This approach allows us to collect reliable data while minimizing disturbance for the wildlife. Thank you.
Next, the another methodology is to ensure that every horizontal shaft was correctly extended. Misnet was carefully unfurled to prevent tangling and fastened to the poles using pre-tied loops. Second, careful consideration was paid to the net's location and tension. And the third, to first set the net's nearly invisible appearance, which is lead to a successful capture. Any obstructing branches, leaves, or trash must be removed.
Now I will present the results in Table 1. Based on this table, a total of 6 bird species with 21 individuals were recorded during the 5-day sampling period using the Misnet method. The blue-throated bee-eater was the most frequently recorded species with 10 individuals, indicating that it was the dominant species in the study area. In contrast, the plaintive cuckoo and olive-winged bulbul were the least recorded species with only 1 individual each. Overall, these findings show that the study area supports several bird species with different levels of abundance. Next, I will explain the results shown in Table 2, which present the kilometric index Ki and the relative abundance index RAI for each bird species. The kilometric index Ki and relative abundance index RAI were used to evaluate the relative abundance of each bird species recorded during the survey. The blue-throated bee-eater recorded the highest values with Ki of 19.4 and RAI of 47.62%. This indicates that it was the most frequently encountered species throughout the sampling period. The Asian red-eye bulbul was the second most dominant species with a Ki of 7.8 and RAI of 19.05%. On the other hand, the plaintive cuckoo and olive-winged bulbul recorded the lowest Ki and RAI values, suggesting that these species were rarely encountered in the study area.
Based on our survey, we recorded 21 individual breeds from 6 species. The Shannon Diversity Index was 461, indicating low bird species diversity, because the community was dominated by the blue-throated bit-eater, which made up 47.62% of the total individuals. However, the Simpson Diversity Index for the one was 0.7381, suggesting great species richness and evenness despite of the dominances of one species. The images shown are some of the bird species recorded during the study, including the plaintive cuckoo, olive-winged bulbul, and also blue-throated bee-eater. The table presents the data used to calculate the Simpson Diversity Index D for bird species recorded in study area. A total of 6 bird species from different families were observed. The table includes the common name, family, scientific name, and also the number of the individuals, quality N, for each species. From this, we calculated N from 1 for each species, which is it's an incidental component in the Simpson Diversity Index formula. The most abundant species recorded the blue-throated bee-eater, Mirob viridis, with a total of 10 individuals, contributing the height value of N and 19.
Hello, so I will present the benefit of using MISNET. There is 6 of them, but I will present 3 of them, and the other 3 will present by my friend. So, the first one of the benefit is safe and ethical capture. MISNET provides a safe and effective method for capturing birds and animals with minimal harms. This allows researchers to handle animals carefully and release them after data collection. The second one is precise in data collection. MISNET allows researchers to collect important biological information such as species, age, sex, and health condition. These data are essential for understanding the ecology and population structure of wildlife species. The third one, tracking migration patterns. Captured individuals can be banned or tagged to study their movement and migration pattern. This information helps identify important habitats and migration routes used by different species. That's all from me. Thank you.
There is more benefits of using MISNET, such as biodiversity assessment and ecosystem monitoring. MISNETting serves as a critical tool for quantifying biodiversity by allowing researchers to document species richness and the relative abundance of avian population within a given habitat. Next, health assessment and disease research. MISNETs are essential tools in ornithology, allowing researchers to collect morphometric, demographic, and health data that cannot be obtained through observation alone. And last but not least, population monitoring and conservation planning. Long-term use of MISNET in the same location allows researchers to monitor population trends over time.
As for the misnetting conclusion, we can conclude that misnetting, although it requires intensive field labor and specialized training to prevent animal stress and injury, it gains a lot of benefit for the researcher as it allows the researcher to gather crucial physiological data, track population demographics, and monitor elusive species up close. So, if the MISNET is used responsibly and combined with other observational methods, it can provide the vital data necessary to get effective and long-term wildlife conservation strategies.